I'm the type of player, if the coach asks me to be a goalkeeper, I'll be a goalkeeper.
Okay, for the second session of the PC this morning, we have Coach Pan-gon and also Brendan Gan. Before we begin with the questions, maybe Coach, would you like to share a few words before the session starts about your preparations, maybe?
Good morning, everybody. Yes, we are come back from Myanmar. Then we are just very focused on recovery session. There has some injured players, so we sent those to the hospital this morning to check their scan. We waiting for medical team report. Hopefully, everybody they are all okay. As I feel that AFF tournament very tough schedule. So after the game, next day immediately move to the other country. So that schedule makes players very tough situation. But all our Harimau Malaya players well managed this moment. So they are very professional. They know what to do, how to do. So all our sports science team to help them to fully recover. So hopefully today we will preparation for tomorrow game to give you best perform and also good result for tomorrow. Thank you.
Can you provide an update on Kuzaimi's status? Is he still available for the rest of the tournament, or is that not known for certain yet?
As I was mentioned this morning, we sent him to check. So we're waiting for medical team result. Yeah.
Hi, Coach. Morning. Fadirul from Australia, Coach. If the team need to forget about the Kuzaimi, Jimmy, for the whole tournament, is that a big deal for you without Jimmy?
So we don't know his result. Yeah.
Hi, Coach. Nazrin from Bernama. Coach, what's your thought on tomorrow's game against Laos, especially when Laos already lost big loss against Vietnam before? Do you think the team has chance to secure another 3 points tomorrow?
Yeah, our target must be, and also if you want to go to top on the table, we have to catch up goal difference as well. I think Vietnam, they score 6 goals away. So we score 1, now we are -5. I don't know about football. We will fully respect Laos the team, because I think after big loss, I think should be team will be very strongly resistant, especially away game. They don't want to lose face again. So that we can expecting. So we must be more strongly against Laos to achieve our target. Thank you.
So, Coach, your personal opinion about Laos after they're losing a 6-0 to Vietnam, Coach?
Yes, I think our technical team are well analysis about all the strong point and weak point about Laos. But more important thing is how much we respect Laos. If we approach this game as a casually, will be very tough, because they don't want to go too much attack. They want to secure their goal, so they will not give us many space. So we must be very concentration, very accurate, must be high quality, very determined. So will be more difficult game, my point of view. So depend on us. If we are very respect to approach, I think we can manage well.
Hi Coach, Zul from Metro. Coach, I want to ask you, based on the first game against Laos also, first Laos game. So do you think what the Laos advantage? I mean that what the maybe you have see any their player that will be training for the next game?
So I tell you, so our technical team well analysis things to will deliver to the players all the informations.
Hi, Brendan, Farah from the New Straits Times. From the Myanmar game the other day, what were some of your positive takeaways that you saw from the match? And also, what are your thoughts on going against a team like Laos, who obviously, as they said, lost 6-0? Thanks.
I guess I'm always a positive person, so I only really look at the positives and I leave the negatives up to our technical team, as coach has said. But the positives, I feel the boys came together. We really were able to manage a tough situation that we're put in. And I think that's such a strong point for any team, to be able to manage a game when not everything is going well for you. So I think the boys really went out there and came together as a strong unit and really showed that we could battle out and grind out results, which, for me, in my opinion, every good team are able to grind out results. And so, we can say to ourselves that it was a difficult game, but at the end of the day, we went there for the 3 points and we managed to get them. Yes, so thoughts on Laos. We've obviously watched watched their last game, and the technical team will give us more information. We have the best background staff that you can get. They give us so much information to be able for us to implement a game style on the pitch. And we've seen them. They're actually quite very structured in their system, and if we were able to break them down and find spaces and find holes within their defence, then I think it's going to be a positive night for us. But as coach said, we have to respect them. There is no easy team in this competition. I think you can really see that within both groups. It's going to be tough matches, and we have to go out there and really cement ourselves as one of the better teams in this competition, and that will be proven against Laos.
So Brendan, how's your motivation or your teammate motivation right now? Everything's good?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, there are a few players that are injured, and we'll figure out how they are in the next, today, and see whether they can be a part of the squad. But we have a great squad. It's a 23-man squad. It's not an 11 players. So whether one player goes out, another player comes in and does just as good of a job. So we have full faith in each other. I think that's one good thing about this team, is that we look at each other with respect, and we know that even throughout the Malaysian season, every player deserves to be here. I hate not to go against the media or anything, but I hate when stories come out saying, it's this team or that team, because, these players have done extremely well in the Malaysian League, and they deserve to be here. Anyone who puts on this badge deserves to be here. So for me, the players are ready, the players are motivated, the players are willing to give their all for the country, and I think that has to be respected.
Brendan, any words to the Malaysian fans to come and support the team tomorrow?
of course, they're our 12th man. They've always been our 12th man, and they've always helped us through tough situations, and even been a positive note for the big occasions that we are doing well. So we always need our fans to come out there. I think any player or anyone who's been in the stadium when Harimau Malaya is playing in Bukit Jalil has said that it's one of the best stadiums to play in the world. So hopefully the fans can come out and support us and make the noise and bring us positivity and allow us to get the result against Laos.
Brendan, you mentioned just now how difficult the Myanmar game was, where the team had to be a bit reactive maybe. How much is it the impetus going into this Laos game that in front of the home crowd that the team has to take the initiative and be active instead of reactive?
I think we went out there to be active. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone can be a head coach, it seems to be, out there in the media, and also everyone has their opinions about football. But we went out there to be aggressive. We went out there with a game plan. The coaching staff has given us a game plan well in advance of the game, and we just had to try to implement that. The one good thing that I take out of that is we tried to implement a game plan. Some things worked, some things didn't, and we were able to adjust and get the result. And I think that's a good sign of a very good team, is to be able to adjust and to be able to be reactive when when some things don't work for you at first. So for me, the boys did a fantastic job in being able to manage the game and to be able to get the result at the end of the day, which is what we were there for.
Hello. Hi, Brendan. The coach just now said about goal difference. So what's your take on that as a player to execute what coach wanted, especially to get as much as goal against Laos?
As a player, we go out there to score as many goals as we possibly can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we will go out there with a game plan that we will try to execute, and if we execute properly, that will allow us to breach the gap to Vietnam. But again, we can't worry about that too much at the moment. We just have to focus on what's ahead of us, and that's playing our style that we want to play, not worrying about how Laos play or falling into their system of play. We have to focus on ourselves and be able to produce and implement the game style that coach has given us. And hopefully if we implement that well, then we will be able to get the goals.
Brendan, without Jimmy, we only have two centre-back, Dominic and maybe another one is Sharul Afro. Are you willing to go deeper if coach wants, and do you even play in defence before in your career?
I'm the type of player, if the coach asks me to be a goalkeeper, I'll be a goalkeeper. So wherever I play at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Wherever any player plays at the end of the day, the coach has done and the coaching staff have done so much homework on every single player, and they know every attribute of every player. They know exactly where their strengths, their weaknesses are, and to be able to put them into positions where they can thrive. So if the coach and the coaching staff tells us that they think we can do a good job there, then we have the full confidence that we know we can do the job there, because they are the ones who study us all year round. They study 300 players within the league. It's not just 23 players. So they know our strengths and our weaknesses, and if they tell us that they think we can do a good job in this position, then we will have full confidence that we know we can do a good job in that position.
Brendan, we know that in Laos, the team, they have one player which played with Sri Pahang this season, Billy Ketkyo. So your thought on that, about Billy?
Yeah, he didn't end up playing too much at the end of the day with a few injuries and whatnot. But yeah, he's a great player. He's played in some good leagues, and we watched him against a little bit against Vietnam, and the thing is, you can't always focus on one player, right? They're a squad of of 23 as well at the end of the day. So we need to be able to, again, focus on ourselves. And if we can focus on ourselves and implement our game style, then it doesn't matter what they do. At the end of the day, they are good players. And at the end of the day, we are good players. So we need to be confident in ourselves and go out there and really implement the game plan.